This episode of A Yorkshire Office is brought to you by Joda Freight's attendants at Multimodal, the UK's leading supply chain and logistics expo. Say hello at stall 1030 at the NEC in Birmingham. For more information, go to multimodal.org.uk. Join experts from Microsoft and the University of Bradford for ACS's AI Insights Forum, How AI Can Transform Your Business. Limited tickets available, free on Eventbrite.
Hello and welcome to another episode of the podcast. We've got Rachel Debsky, who is weirdly howling at the idea of me saying hello.
Hi.
She is the account manager for our other guest, which is Luke Ryan.
You told me Jack Ryan.
No, sorry.
I've read all the books this weekend.
Well, that was useless. Luke, do you want to introduce yourself?
Yeah, I'm Luke Ryan. I work for Joda Freight. We are a local transport and logistics company based in Keighley.
Nice. Local business.
Local. ACS manage our IT.
We do indeed.
And our stationery now.
Oh, you got stationery on?
And our uniforms as well.
A few little pens.
And of course, Chris.
Hi.
Ebony again isn't joining us just because we thought there was too many people in the room and she didn't really want to.
Yeah.
So
How rude.
I know. Chris.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm in a world of pain right now.
Something's happened to you over the bank holiday weekend.
Well, before that, I had a tooth ripped out last Wednesday, so I've got extreme toothache and a hole in my jaw. And I got sunburnt on Saturday, guiding cars into a car park. But stupidly decided to also wear a sweatband. So now I've got a massive red line across my forehead.
You do, yeah. I thought you were just warm.
No, I stupidly wore a headband, and now I've got a bright white forehead and a very red face.
Nice.
Because,
Where was the sun on Saturday?
Northumberland.
Brilliant. Quite
Yeah, it wasn't down here.
Yeah. Where there's not usually any sun.
Oddly had to go further north for the sun.
Yeah, that is strange.
And, as a person with vitiligo, having no sun cream on was a bad idea.
Don't know what that is. Sounds good, though.
I look like a panda. So instead of me going giving sad stories, let's jump into some weird things I found on the internet. Not those things.
You sound so enthusiastic.
I am world of pain. Honestly, talking hurts. It hurts. But anyway, so in the news this week, we have a woman living in a roof. We have throwing cheese down a hill. And we would also like you to book June off.
Just the whole of June.
Whole of June. I'll explain why shortly, but I'm going to jump onto this woman who decided to live in a roof. This is typically an American story. This was a woman who was living inside the sign of a roof of a Michigan supermarket.
Oh, not even her own roof.
No. She was living in the supermarket roof, a sign above a supermarket in Michigan. 34-year-old woman, so not even that old. Has not been named, was found by the police in the attic-like space inside the Family Fair sign on the 23rd of April. Apparently the woman had been living there for over a year, and she had all the amenities in there. It's only a small space.
I bet she did. She were above a supermarket.
all the space in there, but I don't know how she got up there. But she had a coffee maker, a computer,
nice,
bedding, phone, and even a printer.
Wow.
All the essentials for living in a roof.
You don't need to pay for anything because you won't go past the alarms.
No.
Just go upstairs.
Just go upstairs into your roof.
Freebies for life.
The sign was estimated to be about 5 foot wide and 8 foot high, and had a door that is accessible through this. So not a big space.
Bigger than a London apartment.
Yeah, and she was getting it for free. She was asked how she found the space and said it was an old safe spot that was known to her family and secret to most others.
Did she work there?
It never explains that in the story, but
I hope she worked there.
But the fact that it was known to her family. Hey, have you been in roof?
Sorry.
So she said it was an old safe spot. To a policeman remarked to her, "Not anymore."
Still there.
Yeah,
then. Still a spot.
It's still there. It's just not a secret. She stopped short of explaining why she'd been living there for over a year. The woman, who emerged in black clothing with ski goggles, naturally, perched on her head, had been given the nickname Roof Ninja. Ninjas notoriously known for living in roofs and not being the silent assassins from Japan that we all think them to be.
She was just waiting on a kill in the
she
supermarket.
was just waiting up there. When she asked the officers how they got on the roof, they said ladder, We're not the roof ninja.
Jesus.
Is
Christ.
that real?
This is genuinely real. Yeah. How did you get up here? Ladder.
How else do you think?
Yeah. But it never tells her how she got up there. So obviously there wasn't a ladder. Well, no, she never. Anyway, so the police said the woman was very cooperative and quickly agreed to leave. No charges were pursued, and she was provided with information about local services in the area. She apologised and continued on her way. Where she went from there, I don't know.
Nice.
So she's out there living in checky roofs.
Check all your signs.
Check all your signs. There could be ninjas living in your roof.
Wow.
This weekend was I'm sure we've all heard of it, the annual Gloucestershire Cheese Hill Challenge.
You sure we've all heard of it?
You've never heard of the cheese rolling thing?
Never heard of cheese roll.
Big ball of cheese.
So,
Baby bells.
I thought that.
Cheese.
It's not baby's belt.
just throw a baby down the hill. Go get it.
Oh no, not baby. Baby bell.
Rachel, what happened to you sitting closer to the microphone?
You're not launching a baby belt. So it's a 7-pound wheel of double Gloucester, a semi-hard cheese. Like me.
It wouldn't work if you threw a soft cheese down it.
It would not.
Splats.
I'm going to start calling myself double Gloucester. I'm semi-hard. Anyway, cheese, renowned for its strong and savoury flavour. This is describing me. I am double. Call me double Gloucester from now on.
No.
Okay.
Okay.
So the rough and ready race is notoriously dangerous, with bumps and bruises almost guaranteed from the many reckless cheese chasers who tend to fall down the hill rather than run. I've seen this hill; it is near vertical. Basically, someone. Where does it say?
It's just a mud hill, isn't it?
Yeah. So if it rains before, it can become quite muddy.
Yeah.
If not, it's quite just like
It's just
a
like a
bumpy
big
downhill.
slide.
Yeah, but it's quite bumpy and stuff. So if you run down, people break their legs going down this thing, chasing after some cheese. But the race begins when the so-called Master of Cheese rolls a double Gloucester down the hill.
Wow.
This has been going on for centuries, by the way. This isn't sort of like a new TikTok trend or anything. This has been going on for years.
We have weird traditions like that in the UK.
We do have weird traditions.
I did see there was a TikTok influencer doing it.
Yeah, well, so that's the thrush of the internet. I Show Speed was one of those guys that absolutely irritating. Yeah. God, he needs to be punched. He joined in. He got a few bruises. He didn't win, luckily. But yeah, they just fall down this hill chasing the cheese.
Speaking of falling down a hill, I was in a park yesterday and I fell down a hill.
Chasing cheese?
Not chasing cheese.
Chasing dogs.
No, the worst part was there was a staircase right next to it. I didn't see the staircase, so I tried to walk down the hill and I slipped and I was covered in mud.
Ha!
And there was no cheese.
You didn't get to win a bowl of cheese.
No.
And then you looked to your right and saw the stairs.
Yeah. Pretty much. I landed, so I slid down the whole... Sorry. The whole hill, and then just landed next to the stairs, the bottom of the stairs.
Oh, that's emotional, Sam.
It was.
Did anyone watch? Did anyone see?
I think a few chavs might have seen.
Oh, well.
I was going to say they'll have been filming it, won't they?
Yeah, it'll be on TikTok.
We'll request that footage.
What park was it, Sam?
I don't know, but it's near Odsall. Don't know what park it was.
No, can't help you.
No.
I don't go.
It was a nice park.
Oh,
Nice big pond. Didn't go in that.
we'll find that out. Where was I?
Cheese
So
rolling.
anyway, so the
Master
woman
of
from the
cheese.
US won the women's race by rolling down the hill at speed that left the rest of the field far behind. So she seems like a pro cheese chaser. It
Do they
doesn't
chase
tell
the
me.
cheese or do they roll the cheese as you go?
No. So the Master of Cheese literally gets his. I think it's about that big. I mean, you can't see this if you're listening, but I've got my hands up and slightly wide. It's a big ball, or you've seen them in supermarkets. The big wheel of cheese. Yeah, and they just launch that down and then they chase it. It doesn't say who won the men's, but yeah, all you do is you get a broken leg and a ball of cheese at the end. You get to win it.
Do they not get the whole wheel of cheese?
Yeah, you get the whole wheel of cheese, but yeah.
Well, you get to keep it if you
You
win.
get to,
Covered in mud.
You've chased it, yeah, absolutely. You get to keep it.
Cheese chaser.
And then there was another bit at the end. So there's obviously they have, because it's a big family affair and everything. It says dozens of children, adults all competed in a safer and slower, but no less grueling, uphill version of the race.
How do you throw a wheel?
I
of
don't
cheese
know.
up?
Yeah, how do you do
I
that?
think you're going to have to do that with your hands.
Roll the cheese, or do you sort of like leave the cheese at the top and they have to run up the hill and catch it?
whilst it knocks them out.
Yeah. Then once I get it back down, launch it back down, go get it. But yeah, so I might try and enter that next year.
What a weird event.
Like I said, we have such
get
weird...
everyone at ACS, dude.
Yeah, we could get...
Down the car
big
park.
ACS challenge.
We have done
That could be your like Q4. That could be Q4.
Cheese chasing challenge.
Yeah.
I will do anything for cheese. So
I hope marketing are listening.
Yeah, I'm going to do that next year.
Nice.
But that's if I told you to book June off.
You did.
Book June off. I'll tell you why. Because an astrologer dubbed the new Nostradamus has revealed his prediction for the exact date of World War III. And luckily, it's quite soon. His name is Kushal Kumar, and he uses I don't know how to pronounce it, Vedic or Vedich astrology chart based on planetary and star alignments to forecast the future.
I think I know how to pronounce that.
What is it?
Bullshit.
Okay. He claims the chart previously envisaged rising tensions between Israel and Hamas, North and South Korea, China and Taiwan, and Russia and Ukraine.
Thanks for keeping it light.
He guessed that. Some might say you don't need astrology to tell you that, but he's nevertheless released what he says is the exact date of Third World War could kick off. That is the 18th of June. So if you've got anything in your calendars, just,
Wipe it out now.
I'm going on holiday the last week of June.
You might not be able to.
To be fair, it's the Lake District, so it's not going to get bombed.
Oh, you might be safe.
Yeah, nobody's...
Keep it in for now. Because the Indian astrologer said the date had the strongest planetary stimulus to trigger World War III, although June the 10th and the 29th might have a say as well. So it's now gone from an exact date to a rough area.
Good.
Of all of June.
Yeah, or mid-June.
Mid-June.
Mid-June. So I know I said book off the 18th, but if you've got anything from the 10th to the 29th, just sort of clear your diary because the world might be going to shit.
Well, what's the point of this general election that's coming up then, with Rishi promising we'll all take part in the army? Well, yeah, I suppose we'll have to.
Yeah. But yeah, he's named after obviously the original Nostradamus, who was a French astrologer. He was very famous for guessing the fire of London. I mean, hold on, when is it? Nostradamus was French. So 1555. So this is 500 odd years ago. Mm-hmm. The book was a collection of 942 poetic quatrains that apparently foretold future events. So he guessed the fire of London, the French Revolution, the rise of Napoleon and Hitler. This was 500 years ago. He thought a guy with a very small moustache was going to cause havoc. Which he did. I'd love to read that poem. Both World Wars. He guessed 9/11 and Diana.
The Simpsons. To be
I was
fair.
just about to say, did he write The Simpsons?
Yeah, Simpsons. And he
Simpsons
also
have
even
predicted
apparently
everything.
guessed the death of Diana, the Princess of Wales. Somehow he had an envisage. He saw a tunnel, saw a black Mercedes in 1555, and thought something's wrong here. Wrote it down and said, just watch out for that.
Watch out for a black Mercedes.
And apparently he also alleged the death of Queen Elizabeth II in 2022 and even guessed her age correctly.
I mean, it's just a punt, really.
He's guessed all of these, but not the correct lottery numbers.
Yeah, that's a good
This
point.
guy could be an incredibly rich man, but he isn't.
Business chat.
Business chat.
Business chat. You've not wrote anything for this.
I have not. To be fair,
You normally write something for this, and I've no idea what we do now.
I've written nothing purely because I forgot. And I got reminded this morning when the Outlook pop-up comes up an hour before the podcast saying you've got an podcast with Jack Ryan. And I thought, I've read the books. I've got a few questions on the CIA, and you fucked me over here.
Well, you might be able
Right
to
now.
answer some, might you?
Right
probably-
now.
Can you
Probably
go
not.
into?
Write down that this episode's explicit. I just said the F word then.
Okay, yeah, no
Write
problem.
that down.
We'll do. We could just go straight into our interview today.
Yeah, we'll extend it and just, we'll chat as we go along.
I believe, Luke, you would like to promote something. This is not a one-sided.
No.
Well, come on, we'll help you out with a podcast. No. You're here to.
No, it's just
to promote.
It was more of a,
Are you starting a rap career?
No.
Is it a new single? Can we play it?
Yeah, go on. No, just want to promote Joda, obviously. I won't be sat here if we want 2 ways.
So I used to have a friend who worked for Joda. This was many years ago.
Okay.
And he told me that Joda stands for the 2 guys who started it, John and Dave.
That is
that
correct.
100% correct.
That is correct.
correct.
I've been telling so many people, and I just thought I've been swindled here.
Do you remember, Luke, the first time we came to see you and I asked you that question? Because Mike B downstairs was like, no, it's Yoda. It's Yoda. I was like, it's not Yoda. And I went to go see Luke. And I was like,
Soundbite.
Luke, is it Yoda or Joda? And he's like, it's Joda for John and Dave.
So
and I was
for
like,
future reference, anybody coming for a job at Joda, if you walk into the interview and call it Yoda,
You will get the job.
Driving trucks you are.
it's highly likely that you won't get the job if you don't do your research. Yeah,
John
yeah.
and Dave.
John and Dave now retired.
They're going to have to change the name now.
No, Kieran and Hale will be keeping it as Joda. The brand's too strong. So yeah, we're doing our first show, a multimodal show down in NEC in a couple of weeks.
Nice.
3rd to the 6th of June.
Just
Oh,
before.
just
That's
before.
just
We
before.
made it.
Just before World War
Yeah,
Three. Just
World
before
War
World War Three. So yeah, it'd be our first one that we're doing. A multimodals, a show for transport, logistics, all that sort of stuff. And really good. We're on stand 1030. Our TMS provider is literally on the opposite stand, which is good. So we'll be trying to drum up more business. We specialise. Moffat transport is probably our bread and butter. We have we used to have the biggest fleet of Moffats in Yorkshire, but we don't anymore. I don't think.
Sam looks like he
Am I
the only one that
ask what a
thinks Moffat is
I mean, my dad used to
the
be
writer
in
for
the
Doctor Who.
in the truck trade.
So a Moffat, for people that are aware, is a truck-mounted fork truck.
Oh, is that one of those
What's
cool
a
little
truck-mounted
things?
fork truck?
Is that one of those cool little ones that hang out of the back of the truck and you get it and it's got little 3 little wheels?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, I've seen those.
yeah.
You there?
And
I think so.
so they can go sideways, or they can crab and also and go forward. So yeah, and they're good for obviously.
And my
unloading
dad
trucks.
used to be in that sort of business, so I know those kind of things. I didn't know it was called a Moffat.
Dave, you
Yeah,
dad.
Yeah, so Moffat's
It's Damien, Dad.
Moffat truck is the brand. So there is other variations of them, but a lot of people just call them Moffats.
Oh, right.
Same as like we have a high-ab truck, even though it's an Atlas crane, but everyone calls them high-ab.
A bit like Tannoy.
Is that a brand?
That's a brand, so it's public address system, but Tannoy is the brand. So when people say over the Tannoy, it's a
Bit
brand.
like jacuzzi then.
Jacuzzi or a Hoover.
Yeah.
That's a brand. It's a vacuum.
Hoover
No
is a
way.
brand.
Yeah, it is.
So when you
Yeah,
say
it's-
get the Hoover out, if you've got a Dyson, technically
You
it's,
can just go no.
no.
No, Mum, I won't.
I've got no, mum.
We don't have a
I've got
Hoover.
a shark.
Fantastic. So yeah, if you are attending or thinking about attending, make sure you check out Joda.
Yes,
and
please.
their stand. It's all right. That didn't come through to the podcast. I just got an email.
Okay, I got worried then. Thought your grinder was going off.
I mentioned earlier about your CIA connections.
Yes, apparently.
I believe you used to work in the Navy.
Yes.
I also believe I'm not allowed to ask too many questions on this, as I was prompted just before coming in.
No, I can't go in like details.
I'm sure I can ask this one.
Go on.
As someone who's transitioned from the Navy to your current role, how do you think your background has influenced your approach in business?
Better question than I was going to ask.
Work ethic. Work ethic's a good one, and
Mm.
discipline, and also I have a big one. Knowing that knowing people of rank, having respect for people of at higher position.
Mm.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Mm.
Work ethic's a big one though.
Is there anything that you find that you can't relate to that naval background where you're like, if I act like that, I'm going to get in shit in a business environment?
No, I wouldn't say so.
That brought you up well.
Yeah,
I
definitely.
bet your hoodie is ironed to perfection.
Yeah, so
the
my
morning,
wife
folded
doesn't
up at the
allow. My wife doesn't iron the shirts in the house because she knows I will just crucify them.
This has not been done
I was
correctly.
gonna say, I had a friend who was a lieutenant in the Navy, and his clothes were always ironed so neatly. It is ridiculous.
To be fair, I've got lazy with it now, though.
Yeah, you've.
Yeah.
How long has it been since you left the Navy?
12 years.
Are you allowed to let us know what rank you were?
Just able seaman.
Oh.
I knew that was gonna have
Take a moment, Chris.
No, nobody can carry on.
Next time someone says, "Are you fertile?" No, I'm able seaman.
You have gone slightly redder than
No,
earlier
I'm sunburned and
sunburn.
I've gone red. Perfect.
And
Bringing all the content.
you're here because ACS have been your managed IT support provider.
Yes.
Is it about a year now?
Just short, yeah.
Short of a year.
Yeah.
And Rachel, who we've got on, is your account manager. So my question is, I don't like working with Rachel. Do you like working with
lie.
Rachel? And is there any funny stories that you'd like to tell us about it?
No, I actually like working with her. She can be a bit annoying.
Sorry, I've just had to remind Rachel to get close to the microphone because she's leaning very far back.
Thank you.
I've stopped trying to do sign language on this podcast. I'm just like, Rachel, you're not doing it right.
Thank you. I'm sat correctly now.
Sorry, carry on your story.
Yeah, working with Rachel is good. She can be a bit annoying sometimes.
Vice versa.
Can't we all? And she keeps Carl in check.
Does, yeah, that is very true.
I hardly speak to Carl anymore.
Carl's our head of managed IT.
It's all right. He's
Carl is
taken
our
all the
head.
June off, so
He has.
Yeah, it's
He
good.
literally has. He's gone to Florida.
He knew.
He knew.
These IT gurus, they know.
Plenty of bunkers in Florida.
The tour from Disney World.
Rachel, same question to you. Do you like working with Luke? And is there any funny stories you'd like to tell us?
Yeah, I do like working with Luke. We get on very well. It's quite.
Can't wait for this funny story.
Well, my funny story is just from when we went to Rugby Awards night, and you were like absolute fangirling every rugby player that walked past, and he's like, "Oh my God, look! Oh my God, Carl, look! Oh my God, Rachel, look who that is!" And I'm like, "Who is it? I don't know who that person is." So that was quite funny and entertaining. But in general, sort of everyday stuff, it's quite easy when you can pick up the phone and be like, "All right, now bed."
Yeah, we answer the phone
It's a
to
level
each
of
other.
respect, that, isn't it?
Yeah. The first one.
Who said the first knobhead?
I think it might be me.
I mean, I'm quite close to my customers, but it's one of those. Am I that close to suddenly just go? You're right, knobhead.
I think it probably was you, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think you've got to have a certain level of banter with
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong, you can't do that to everyone.
No.
You can, you just might not keep the contract.
Well, yeah.
We
all
still
that.
keep it professional.
So yeah, basically when we went to a little rugby awards night, and Luke was absolutely fangirling over every rugby player he saw, which was really entertaining for me.
You're a big rugby fan, aren't you?
Yeah.
What's your team?
Leeds Rhinos. Sorry, Sam.
We literally sponsor Bradford Bulls.
I know. I don't
We
mind.
have people dress up as Bull Girl on the weekend.
Yeah.
Sorry, no, Bull Girl is a real animal.
Can you just quickly say the words Bradford Bulls?
Bradford Bulls.
Yeah, we'll edit it.
Yeah, edit it. And then make it over.
No problem.
No,
Yeah,
don't
just
do
snip
that.
out. Copy and paste.
Replace Leeds Rhinos.
Yeah.
I was literally brought up 5 minutes from heading the stadium. So,
I think we can forgive you in
Yeah.
that case.
For saying Bradford Bulls.
Oh, yeah, of course. Speaking of the Rugby League Awards, which I believe ACS invited you to come along to, is that correct?
Yeah.
How was it? Was it just next level?
We've put this explicit now, haven't we?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It's fucking amazing. It's like literally the best night ever.
Is it everyone you could dream to meet?
Literally from referees to coaches to players to the women's team to the disability team. Like, yeah.
Did you meet Bull Girl?
No, there weren't any mascots there. Tell
You
you,
invite all the
I
referees,
did
not the
meet though.
mascots.
Do you know, so I got up to go to the toilet, and Emma Jones she was like, "Oh, do you know where the toilet is?" I was like, "Oh yeah, it's this way." So I got to talk to Emma Jones.
Does anyone else?
I don't know who Emma Jones
Maybe
is. And I thought
Google
that
it.
story was going to go elsewhere. Do you know where the toilets are? Follow me.
Emma Jones is
Maybe
the
Google Emma Jones.
the presenter for LUFC TV and BBC Sport.
Out of 10? Yep.
Do I know this person?
Yeah, just if you're at home and you don't know who Emma Jones is.
Search
Yeah,
Emma
she's
Jones.
she's a very good-looking girl.
Oh yeah, she's pretty, but that's
Yeah.
I didn't even think about that.
Lovely set of personalities.
Were you looking at her boobs?
What?
Were you looking at her boobs?
Didn't even see them.
She has boobs.
What?
She has beautiful eyes.
Both of them.
I hope she's got to.
Lovely set of personalities.
I think we should return to this interview.
Yeah, that carry on.
Let's go back.
Part 2 of that question.
Yeah.
Do you ever find any parallels between the teamwork dynamics in rugby and your role at Joe de Freight?
No.
You were supposed to talk about synergy and...
No.
fair enough.
If anybody's
scrums in the office.
if anybody's listening that works in warehouse and logistics, like, no, just know we all know it doesn't work like that. Unless you're part of the warehouse team, and the warehouse team are the best team, but that's how that'll work.
Is that because...
Yeah.
Of course it is,
The
Sam.
my team.
Right, we're going to have to get our warehouse team on here and sort of double check.
Get Scuba Steve.
Scuba Steve and...
Your warehouse team love us.
Do they?
Yeah, they
Yeah.
use Joda for it all
So
the
you
time,
guys
don't
use
we?
us as well.
Oh.
So we use it for pallets.
It's local business.
Yeah.
Support local.
Partnership.
Which brings me on to my next question. We're both Bradford-based businesses. You mentioned earlier that you
Yep.
guys are from Keighley. How important is collaborating with local businesses?
So for me, in my role, I'd say I advocate it quite a lot.
Mm-hmm.
And same with Neil and Kieran, both of our directors. They like to use local as much as possible.
Yeah.
I think it works well. It works better for the area, gives us better jobs for the area, but also we all can relate. And when we're closer by as well, we get better support. It's quicker support.
Yeah.
Like all that
You
sort
can
of.
come on a podcast within
I
30
come on,
minutes
yeah.
of leaving the office and getting to the ACS building.
Yeah,
picking
and
up
you know, if
machines.
need to
Happy
come
days.
pick up a new laptop or whatnot. But then, yeah, we use local for, you know, our parts for our trucks, wherever we can. Trying to think.
And of course, Joe managed IT support.
Yeah. And uniform and stationery.
And uniform and stationery, which does come from a
The full
different
package.
Rachel.
You just need to start getting furniture from us now.
Yeah, Rachel's been trying to.
Not me,
Other Rachel.
other Rachel. Chaplain.
Oh.
Chappers.
We have... How many
Chappers,
Rachels have we got so far?
4.
Four.
Pashas, Ashton, me, Chappers.
And Bond.
And, oh, of course, we can't
Rachel
forget about
Bond.
Rachel Bond.
So yeah, we're currently looking at refurbing our office. Rachel's been trying to get me to get interiors to come out, and I keep telling her no.
I'll try to twist your arm.
Yeah. Oh, you both will.
Sorry. Just been told off again for not sitting close enough to my microphone.
I learnt it last week because I was reclining just as badly. So.
You were being particularly naughty.
You just...
I do
sit
get
back.
quite proud whenever I see a little Joda truck when I'm like down south and so you see
I
them driving round.
Don't think I ever saw or ever clocked a Joe de Freight.
You will now.
Oh,
All you ever see
Yeah,
is
yeah.
Joe de Freight
Big
everywhere.
Bradford trucks. It's the Joda trucks and the Hoyer trucks. For reasons obvious.
yep.
Oh,
You know those big tankers and it says Hoyer and every time it goes past it goes, oh yeah.
I knew it was coming.
I knew I was gonna do it, but
It'd probably be
I was
better if
doing it,
you
so
did it
when I
to
was-
surprise Chris.
When I was leaving the festival on Sunday and it was so badly managed and they just got, I don't know how many people at this festival, 10,000 or more, trying to get through this one little exit and there were just people like mumbling, grumbling. So I was just, you know,
Being
I was a
you.
bit quiet, yeah, and then you suddenly go, can I get a Hoyer? And you'd probably get people who are either too tired or just going, no, and then you get one guy at the other part side going, Hoyer!
I've had it 3 times now, so.
Ah, no. I don't know what we're going to do with this. We can't put that out.
Yeah, we
Oh,
can.
no, it just makes people uncomfortable.
No, it doesn't.
It does me. I've got to listen to this back in the edit.
Oh yeah, I listened to it when it was released.
I'm sure you do.
We've asked these questions so out of order. I'm looking down thinking, right,
because I'm trying to be natural. There was a pen.
There's nothing natural about this.
I was going to mark it off with a pen, but
You haven't got a pen.
I had one.
I suppose I've not asked a question yet.
Ask a question.
I mean, my original question is when you said when you transitioned from the Navy to the current role, I was just going to ask, is there a big difference between ships and trucks? Apart from, obviously, water.
Yeah. There's a massive difference.
Thank you. Moving on.
But both can transport things.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's the
Jonah
parallel.
Freight International.
Yeah.
Our own shipping.
Yeah, I was going to say, when you start the next Mediterranean shipping company.
I'm waiting for the Jonah Freight boat. That's what you call it.
Blocking the Suez.
Yeah, blocking the Suez. Come on, Chris, ask a proper question.
So what is the most memorable project or achievement you've been involved in at Joda Freight? Has there been any sort of like full refreshes of the warehouse or anything big that's come in that you've...
Yeah, so I lead most of the projects at Joda. So I've done quite a few, but the memorable one would be our recent move to our new TMS. So if you don't know what a TMS is, it's our transport management system.
Nice.
How we plan all the work, how customers put the jobs on, and transition from an old legacy-based SQL system, which was basically just like Excel in a program.
Fancy Excel.
Yeah. Which wasn't really a planning tool. We've moved to a cloud-based solution that's got AI built into it.
Look at Sam.
Everyone just...
We didn't just look at you, Sam. We looked at your pants.
Oh,
yeah, so it's got a cool little tool that you can drop a email or a PDF order in, and it will pick up the delivery point and automatically fill it all in.
That's like what I'm doing.
That is like what you're doing.
Sam is
So excited.
sweating.
Let's get Jonah Freight on board.
So and then you guys use the portal side of that to book your jobs on.
Do.
So we try and...
From a purchasing side, Sam, you looked a little bit blank there.
No, I was just like, yeah, sure.
So yeah,
you could lie to us, I don't know.
No, we do.
Are you coming along to our AI event next month?
I am, yeah.
Nice.
Indeed.
I mean, there's no point promoting it because it'll be on the day that we're actually releasing the podcast.
I mean,
Monday the 3rd.
I could just push this out today.
Yeah, do it.
All right, cool. If you want to come and see a cool AI event for SMEs in business, 3rd of June.
Which is Monday.
5
I'm
till
not
7.
in.
5 till 7.
Sorry, I'm not here.
It's all right. It's 5 till 7. You
I'm
gone home.
Well, gone home, and I'll be horrendously hungover from drinking a lot of beer in Munich.
Oh, nice.
A little staggy do this weekend.
Staggy do.
Staggy
Good
do.
luck.
Deadly.
It is, yeah. Considering the stag is one of those who can drink a lot. The guy the best man, his brother who was organising it, was trying to book us for a week.
Ooh.
I am not going on a
week stag do.
in Munich, the home of beer. I'd die.
Is Munich the
Chundering
place where they've
little-
got like a pipeline of beer? Where like the brewery's right in the centre of the...
There's a lot of breweries in the centre and stuff.
And then they have to get it out to a distribution plant.
Possibly.
I think that might be Munich.
I'll double check for you and come back to you and let you
Because
know next week.
if it is there, cut off the pipe.
And just neck it. They've got a lovely. They've got this weird river boat where you sit in like this. Basically, it's just like a giant load of logs tied together, raft, similar to the one that Christoph got here on.
For a bit of background, Luke, Christoph is Polish.
I gathered.
Right.
He was like, obviously Polish out of it.
That's how you got it, Rich, isn't it?
And
Sit
then
closer to the flipping mic, Rich.
Sorry.
And then you flip, and then you sort of like go down the river and you just drink a load of beer at the end or on it. I don't know, but we'll be doing that.
I think it's
Once I've gone around the BMW museum.
Have you got time off afterwards, though?
No, so my plane lands at 5 to midnight on the Monday evening.
You come to work on Tuesday.
I'm coming to work on Tuesday.
That is
Bear in mind
disgusting.
that's when the flight lands. I've got to get out the airport from Manchester back home and then get up and come to work. Wow. So
have you not got enough holidays?
No, I just don't see the point in booking a day off just to sort of not do anything. I'd rather come to work and not do anything.
Yeah.
And get paid for doing not anything. Basically paid for doing my job.
Kind of a running theme on this podcast.
What?
You mentioning that you don't do it.
look, if I admit it and I haven't been fired, at least, they know. And
I said, fair point.
At least they're seeing the funny side of it.
Look, how would you find it if one of your employees acted in this manner?
It wouldn't be an employee anymore.
And got away with it.
Yeah,
That's the only reason why I got asked to do this podcast. Chris, you don't seem to do much at your desk. Do you fancy going upstairs and doing something? Yeah, go on then.
Then what was the reason for me?
To look after me.
Fair enough.
And because you've got a laptop.
I was gonna, yeah.
You're
I think I do work.
You're the technical.
Yeah, you're the tech guy.
Tech guy.
Well, technically, you should be the tech guy.
You're the tech guy.
You're an account manager in MIT.
Yeah, but I'm not the tech guy. That's Carl or you.
Yeah.
Or Andy.
Or me.
Or Luke. Yeah, but
Just
within
not
the
that
ACS building.
We've got a guest in today.
I don't see him as a guest
No,
though, do I?
that's the problem, innit?
It's Luke and
Charlotte, Chantel's benefit, I suppose I just best call you an outsider, just to balance. Yeah, we've got an outsider in.
Or we just really take the piss out of her and say it's basically like one of our own.
I think he's been the best guest yet of the outsiders.
Yeah, by far.
Sorry, Chantel.
Don't you have outsiders on every week?
No, this is the second.
Oh, okay.
Chantel was the first one to, apart from obviously the special heroes of that we've had in, like Nick and
Oh,
Graham.
yeah.
King Graham. I've still not read Graham's book. I need to read it.
And still need to read. There's pictures in the middle if you want. That helps.
I've looked at the pictures.
Of course he has.
I love those ones with little picture pages in the middle. Straight to them. Yeah.
Just get AI to do a synopsis for you.
That's not a bad shout, actually.
I mean, surely it is a book, so there's a synopsis on the back, just the blur.
Yeah. AI could just read through it all and give you a better overview.
I could listen to our podcast with him as well, but I've not done that either. I wasn't even on that one.
No, you weren't.
If I'm not on it, I'm not listening. Luke, what's been the most surprising aspect of your time having a support contract with ACS?
I think things like this, being able to go to like the rugby awards, Rachel ring me and say, "Oh, do you want to try this? Do you want to give this?" Like that sort of, and more of having a support with a bit more of a personal touch.
Sorry, that's me.
You are never coming back on here.
I'm really sorry. I was
You
really
are the noisiest person
She's
ever.
brought a bottle of water and a cup of tea, and
that-
she's like, "Well, I'll make noise with both."
Well,
The
she
cup of
made.
coffee was-
This is how much Rachel knows me. She made me a cup of coffee for when I walked in.
And he doesn't drink hot drinks.
There we go.
How did you make his coffee? If he doesn't drink hot drinks, how did you make his coffee?
Coffee, milk, hot water. Realise he doesn't drink it, so it's here.
So you even assumed milk. You were like, yeah.
Oh, I thought milk, and then I was like, "Is it tea or coffee?" And then realised you never
We could have had a beer.
We've got some
could
non-alcoholic
have done that
beers.
instead. Then
Yeah.
Oh, they're about a year out of date. I still don't understand why they've
It's
been
beer.
made.
It just now it'll be.
fermented.
It's now fermented. So yeah, just having the personal touch. Yeah.
I think something that ACS do quite well is they treat you as an extension of our company,
Yeah.
us as an extension of yours, rather than this is two separate enterprises.
Yeah, the transactional
Yeah.
approach.
Is that
It's like, yeah.
Take an order.
Like a supermarket customer, you come in to get what you want, and then
Yeah.
off you go.
It's more like, no, we are actually here to help you, and in return, we expect you to treat us with respect and that sort of thing. Obviously,
Well, yeah, it's like
Treat you with respect.
That's
All right, not bad.
made you a coffee. You don't like coffee.
We really get to know you.
Hot
We need to
drinks.
drink coffee.
It's only been a year.
But like, you know, we placed an order for a laptop last week, and Rachel made a suggestion. Why don't you do it this way? It'll be cheaper, and we'll fit extra RAM for you. You know, it's just little nice touches like
is that
that.
the one by my desk?
That is the one by your desk, so that I don't.
That
get
I
to pass
hope
it to you.
has got RAM put in.
Slowly, where it
Just check.
got done on
Are
Friday.
you sure? Because that box didn't look open.
Doesn't, but Saf does a very good job at putting it all back together nice and
Resealing it.
neatly. Yeah. Yeah.
Hmm.
So it's all ready and ready to go next to your desk.
We shall see. So.
I'd check the RAM once you get it running.
Have the MIT team introduced you to anything that you didn't know?
No.
No.
So yeah,
Although
we,
you
It's
do
not that they're all
It's not that the porch is that you're really
However, you do
clever.
enjoy a nerdy conversation with our very own Andrew Edwards.
Oh yeah, Andrew Edwards is
10 out of 10 engineer.
I spoke to him this morning.
Yeah.
Like you're just gonna go. He's 10 out of 10. I love Andrew.
He does.
Yeah,
Okay.
I do, yeah.
I
We've
got
all got a soft spot.
the
for
email
him.
that I had most recently is the man, the myth, the legend, Andrew Edwards has sorted out my issue. So, they're the kinds of emails I like to get off Luke.
So if you do need an IT contract,
Hit us up.
Hit us up. Andrew Edwards will sort you
Number
out.
one engineer.
Rachel,
He also-
email address. Yes.
No.
Yes. She's MIT new. Wait, no, you're not the new business one anymore.
No. I thought you were going to say the podcast one.
She's an umbrella.
Not
Just email in podcast@acsgroup.co.
Coyoy.
Podcast at acsgroup.co.uk.
Ah,
And we'll dish your
yeah.
inquiries out.
Or
Ah,
ring
yeah.
our number, which is
01274
508
508.
236.
that's just your number.
Unless you want to ring 216, which is me.
So none of us know what our actual number.
I think it's
200.
200.
200.
The outsider knows. The outsider. He knows.
No, because I'm only going to know my number because I only want people to ring me. I don't know them.
Yeah, that's a fair point.
I'm going to give the general number out.
Donna's number.
Donna's number.
I only know it's 200 because when you ring out, it
It does come up as that. And you
Does it not come up as Rachel Debsky? You've not saved it.
No,
No, because
'cause
if
it's just
you
a
ring,
generic-
it still will come up as the same.
Yeah, our phones go out.
Oh,
as
right.
It don't give you
number.
direct line out. It's
Yeah,
the
I
same.
was supposed to ring you multiple times about getting you on this podcast.
Look,
Kept forgetting.
look what happened there. So.
I mean, I forgot
I'm
this.
still here.
I forgot the podcast was even going on. The day it was going on.
I don't even couldn't be asked doing it.
No.
I was looking forward to having his quiz.
I could
Yeah.
still quiz you if you
Do a
want.
quiz.
All right, let's
Do
get
a
some
quiz.
questions up.
I-
I didn't
I was-
think of any, but
We can put Debsky in for it.
All right,
We'll
okay.
We'll tell you what we'll do. We'll do a quick quiz, but it's first person to shout it out.
Between me and Luke.
Yeah.
okay, I'm going to quickly pause the recording
The
so that I can find some questions.
okay, go.
Okay.
And we're back.
We're back.
We're back.
3 hours later because we fucked up.
I fucked up. Correct.
I have not been late for that one.
I have some quiz questions.
Let's do it.
As if by magic, Copilot has written me some.
Hey.
These are genuinely done by AI.
These are genuinely done by AI, and they
How
are
do we know they're correct? Because I've been following some stuff on Instagram.
because AI is extremely
I think I
intelligent.
saw that.
You've seen the people who are
About
asking
the
it.
Google overview. The AI Google overview.
There was a few Copilot ones like they asked AI like is smoking recommended during
Said
pregnancy?
2 to
Yeah.
3 per day.
Yeah, doctors recommend cigarettes per day if you're pregnant.
Did you see that it said something like fell out and it said, oh, if you just put a bit of non-toxic glue on it, it'll be all right.
No, that was the cheese pizza. How do I make the cheese stick to the pizza? You put a bit of non-toxic glue in it.
And it'll be all right.
I think I saw that one.
Yeah, I saw that little
Anyone
thread
see the
of...
Golden Gate Bridge one?
Yeah.
Yeah, we won't talk
Yeah,
about that one.
let's not talk about that one.
Okay,
Yeah,
So
so
it's-
it's steal your job.
first to shout out the correct answer. I think I'm going to go... I feel like 5 isn't enough. We'll see.
Do 5.
5?
Yeah.
Okay. Which of these animals has the most legs? 7 bald eagles, 5 spotty dogs, or 3 hairy spiders?
3 hairy spiders.
Spotted dogs.
I don't know, I was just going with 8 legs times 3. Quite a large number. Can't remember how many dogs there were, but 4 of them.
There was 5 spotty dogs. You've worked it out, haven't you?
Dog.
Luke is correct. Congratulations.
Obviously.
God. What is the yesterday of tomorrow and the tomorrow of yesterday?
Today.
Today.
Rachel was first.
Yeah,
Well
well
done.
Woohoo! I'm not even
Wow.
normally good at riddles.
It was Sam's face before I started.
It just seemed like a lot of words. I hate sentences that have the same word like loads of times. It always
Because you
just-
feel like you're going to mess it up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. When sorted into alphabetical order, which of these come first? Then I have to do a fucking tongue twister. Red lorry, yellow lorry.
What do you mean, which comes first? The red lorry or the yellow lorry?
Yeah, if it's sorted alphabetically.
I'm not finished.
Not
Oh.
funny.
Red lorry, yellow lorry, red lolly, or yellow lolly?
Red lolly.
You don't need me to answer because you
I
answered
do
first.
need you to answer.
Red lolly. Red lollies before red lorry.
Well, Copilot has lied to me then. It says red lorry.
Well,
that's not right,
L
though.
definitely comes
red
before
lorry,
R.
L, so you-
It's
No,
red lolly.
LOR.
Yeah.
Lolly is LOL.
Yeah.
Lolly.
So there we go.
Another
AI's wrong.
example.
No, what's
AI
happening, what's
being
happening
wrong.
here is I told it that we were doing a podcast with Luke Ryan from Joe DeFreight, and it's gone
Oh, red lorry.
red lorry. That's the best thing here.
Oh, it's gone.
It's doing you a
Right,
favour. Well, now I don't
thanks.
trust the questions unless I know the answer.
Come to our AI event on Monday the 3rd
We will use Google
and show you how,
not to use it.
how AI is changing the face of technology. And doesn't know if lorry or lorry. Lolly or lorry.
I'm not going to ask this question, but
But you are.
I'm going to tell you the question.
Go on.
What 3-letter name forms a link between these two words? Sloppy and Biden.
And Biden.
And Biden.
Oh, yeah, I know the answer. It's Joe.
It's Joe. Yeah. Okay, what question are we on?
3.
Question 3. Oh dear.
Sam's mind went somewhere else, I think.
What is the name of Princess Jasmine's pet tiger?
No idea.
What's his name?
Yeah, that's the question.
Yeah, I know, but I know his name.
I'm a really big Disney fan and that's just gone out of my head.
This is what I mean. So we've got a poo.
You've got Iago the parrot, I even
Literally-
know the parrot's
Literally
name.
got all of them, but the
Starts with a R.
Raj.
Raj.
Yeah.
I would not have got that, so it's still
Nah.
1-0.
Okay. Final question. What type of animal was Ron Weasley's pet?
Rat. Peter Pettigrew.
Well done, Rich.
Well,
Thank you.
Takes the win on that one.
Take
Well done.
Thank you. If we go generic, generic quizzes, I'll be all right. You start asking me to add and multiply shit without a pen and paper, it ain't happening.
Right, Rachel wins the quiz.
There was some
Woo!
fantastic questions there. How many sides does a triangle have?
AI's asking you those.
Fantastic. Well, that's the end of my quiz.
That's
Thank
that's
you.
the end of the thing, but we are closing with what have we learned this week? Check
yeah.
your roofs for
Check your
ninjas.
roofs.
For ninjas.
Book off all of June.
Book off all of June. Round about the 18th, but 10th to the 29th is ideal.
AI lies.
Yeah, AI is not going to steal your job.
And Joe DeFreight's at multimodal.
Joe
In
DeFreight
June,
does
before the
multimodal
June. World ends.
3rd to the 6th.
3rd to the 6th.
at the NEC.
But obviously, everyone will be here on the 3rd for obvious reasons.
Yeah.
And if you have any distribution needs, please use Yoda, not Yoda.
Yeah.
Don't use Yoda.
The
John and
competing
Dave.
Yoda Freight company.
Yeah, use John and Dave.
It's just
It's
two
such a
random-
Yorkshire
just-
name as well, isn't it?
Not Jon and
Did it
Dave.
start as just like a
It's just such a Yorkshire name, John
a man
and
with
Dave.
van? So
No, they had one truck out
And
of
John and
a
Dave.
little shed.
How did they decide who to drive?
So Dave, I think Dave was the driver, or was it more John? No, they both ended up driving early on.
Nice. It's
So,
John and
yeah.
Dave.
cheers, John and Dave, for creating Joe Freight. Thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you.
Cheers, guys.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Bye.
All the best.
We hope you enjoyed this episode of A Yorkshire Office. Don't forget you can see Joe DeFreight in person at Multimodal this June and reserve your tickets now for ACS's AI Insights Forum, How AI Can Transform Your Business.